I brought some white hair extensions, but because they were plastic, I could never unknot them and I never touched them again.
I bought a denim dress, but I never wore it because I don't wear dresses.
I bought a fan for a phone and tried using it.
I bought a dress from Shein, but the fabric was like paper. I got a Shein dress.
I got
but the
LED
fabric
lights,
was like
but they
paper.
didn't work, so I got new ones,
I
and then
bought
I
a
never
white
used
fox
them
jumper,
again.
but I could have bought a normal one.
My cousin bought some slippers and she never used them.
I used it once, and
I bought a CB radio and it
I bought
never
a
used
fan
it.
for my phone. I tried using it, didn't work once. It's just a complete waste.
In my Shein basket, you get stuff, and it's like silly little things like juice pourers, like fancy ones, and they're really cheap. And when they come, you get all excited. And then when you get it, it breaks in like 2 seconds. It's just a waste of money, even though it's only cheap. I think that the online shopping and where the stuff comes from isn't good because of how much money the people earn and the way it's made. And when you think about the damage it takes to the environment and how it was made, it's not really worth it from all them hours that people put into making it and not getting much back. And it's just bad for the environment because it's just stuff you don't need.
Please scan your first item or look up a loose item. Please scan your first item or look up a loose item.
Just because you have loads of things and you have every single thing that you want doesn't mean, or could want at the time and then regret it later on, doesn't mean that you'll always be happy. Some people are happy with less things and prefer to live a humble life. And then some people also think that they would prefer more things, but then actually regret it later on as they think, oh, why did I do that? Why did I want to get that? Oh, it's a waste and stuff.
When I'm assigned to shoot a guy like John Newcomb, I pack my Canon AE1 with several lenses. Because I'm after more than just John's form. Creativity means capturing his intensity.
When they made them, they're sort of 70, 30 odd years old when I was born. But a weird thing, I suppose. It's definitely more of a better feeling to use a camera rather than your phone. It's got the one purpose. That's what you use it for. It's less distractions on it. The nature of it, the winding on, the loading the film itself, actually taking the photo, it's just so much of a better experience than using your phone. And it's marvellous, I think.
The AE1 makes it easy to shoot like a pro.
A report from the UN warns that we're generating electronic waste almost 5 times faster than we're recycling it.
Recycling West Africa style.
Near where I live, there's a place you can get your broken things fixed. It's called the Repair Cafe.
Consumer electronics smashed, sorted, and the valuable metals extracted.
There are loads of people fixing things at the repair cafe.
There we go.
This is Agbogbloshi, Accra, where technology goes to die.
I'm hopeful because of the surprising amount of people that attended the repair cafe.
The fact that they're volunteering their time is unbelievable.
Feeding fires with TV casings and fridge interiors.
When I'm doing this, I'm looking for copper.
I never knew there'd be so many repair cafes in the local area. It's a really good and hopeful thing to see.
I just think it's not our fault if something is so easily accessible to buy and then we do buy it and we give in to the temptation of buying it. We shouldn't have to live with that guilt. It should be the businesses to make it. I do feel manipulated in their advertising as they put a lot of money into advertising. We're quite ignorant to the fact that there is a world out there where people are paid lower wages, they have lower safety regards at their working place. But as humans, we're quite entitled to the fact that that is just a click away. Part of advertising is to dismiss that fact because they don't want you to have that guilt when you buy it or the second guessing of buying it, so they'd leave that out completely. How is it fair to tell a 12-year-old that their children may never see a tiger, but governments and higher people are a part of this and constantly destroy it, but then place it on us as our responsibility to undo their damage. We don't own any of the fashion industry, our generation doesn't. We don't own any of the Amazon, none of our generation do. So it is to do with their generation, but we have to feel the guilt from their actions. That generation wasn't taught as much as we were, and it wasn't like stuck down their throats to have to think about buying stuff and the impacts that it has on the environment, because I suppose it wasn't that big of an issue back then. But now the scaremongering from higher people that we have to second guess our buying options isn't really fair on our generation.